That's right.
All right. We now have Senor Michael McClellan with Decatur Neighbors, who's very proudly wearing his alma mater's colors. And yeah, you will have 10 minutes to educate us.
Got those two.
I will let you know when there's 2 minutes left. So take it away, Senor.
I knew he was coming. So Tennessee, Georgia week. So I was actually going to come full head to toe and orange just for art. I mean, he's a big bulldog. So no, that's one of the things I really like about living in the Southeast is that competitive nature with our programs, and who supports, who stay behind them. Very, as you guys can see, I'm very impartial orange. I know I look good in orange. Thank you guys for noticing that. But,
did Marty put those T's on your shoes?
Say again?
Did Marty put those T's on the shoes?
No. These are special orders. So I'm getting prepped for the day this weekend. Living Decatur Neighbors, as you guys know, like I said, I got involved with the company almost 3 years ago, and I've changed my little slogan at the end. Like I said, Decatur Neighbors, living, making the face of the community. What I mean by that, it's more than just how we feature families on the cover of our publication every month, but it's really connecting our communities, connecting those families. A lot of times they don't know each other. When I featured the twins here, their neighbors were Thad. Thad saw it and said, "Hey, those are my neighbors." We said, and when he got the chance to read the article, he's like, he got to learn a lot more about his neighbors. And that's what we do, is connect our neighbors to neighbors. This young lady here was my son's 5th grade teacher. When I started the publication, I reached out to folks in the community. I reached out to Sarah and said, "Hey, I'd love to feature you in your family." So that's one of the things I really like doing, is connecting our communities together. So I'm doing that now, and not just in Decatur, but also in Lilburn. So just a little bit about me. Yes, originally from Knoxville. Graduated from the University of Tennessee with a BFA in graphic design and illustration. So yes, I do paint and draw, but the design side sort of went over. I didn't really want to be a starving artist, so I was like, well, let's go with the graphic design side. And that has really paid off for me. I've held various corporate jobs since I've been here in Atlanta, but I don't think I've had a better job than working for myself, because I used to get pushed around from company to company. But that's all good, and I just feel like I'm where God wants me to be. Very passionate about helping and expanding businesses grow. And actually, I said I started in Decatur, maybe I left Lilburn off, but yeah, I started in Decatur in 2023. And then a few months after that, after starting, I had brain surgery. We found that I had a tumor. And God brought me through that, and that's been amazing. We'll go to the next slide. So this is my higher why, for sure. Most definitely. I know I'm a child of God, and just seeing what He's brought me through over these last couple of years, after brain and issues with my heart, nothing in regards to any clogged arteries or anything, but I have an electrical issue going on my heart. So I have high, something you guys didn't know about this. Now you did. High heart rate sometimes, and then low heart rate sometimes. The low heart rates are really, really tough, and I have really bad days. But supporting my family, helping to build and connect communities that I serve, and these are my crew. My daughter just turned 25 at the end of last month. My son's getting ready to turn 27. That's freaking me out that she's a quarter-century old, and of course myself and my wife for over 32 years, and this is my little Mia. She's sort of like the heart and soul of the family. Go to the next slide. Why Decatur and Lilburn magazine? One of the things it says the power of print. One of the things I always like to tell folks, the power of print is still, I get a lot of people say, "Oh, Prince dead, Prince dying." Like, no, it's not. Folks can say that until they're blue in the face, but people still want things in their hands. And we're talking about getting something in the community that's very involved. In Decatur and Lilburn, there's lots of other communities around Metro Atlanta that are very involved about what they do, and because we feature a lot of stuff that's going on in those communities. And I tell you, if you receive a publication that's got somebody on it that you know, you're gonna pick it up and read it. I mean, that's just a fact. And we know the power of print and adding digital along with it, because that is our platform, print and digital. It actually raises your level of influence in the community, and just from what you read here, just leveraging your unique, tangible, credible qualities about your business. And we do that through things what we call an expert contributor in some other areas in the publication. And our thing is delivered directly to the homeowners, because we're asked all the time, well, how do I sign up for it? You don't sign up for it. If you live in a community where that publication goes, you get the publication no matter what, and it's provided because of our sponsors. For the next slide. The company I work with they started in 2007. We are now over 1,400 publishers all throughout we serve all over the U.S. and Canada. There's not a big city, small town you can think of that we probably won't have a publisher in. And like I said, they're celebrating their 18th year in business. We found out that we actually are the third largest producer of community-based content printed behind like the Wall Street Journal, New York Post, or the Washington Post and the Wall Street. Whichever. It's the two biggest, largest papers. We're actually third. I thought something like Sports Illustrated would be way higher than us, but we're not. I mean, this chart just shows you the number of publications we print. This year, we'll probably surpass about 55 million publications printed and delivered to homes throughout the year. Next. What is content marketing? That's one of the things that we like. I get an opportunity to share with folks that are really trying to find unique ways to get their information out. And one of those ways is like when you're providing content marketing about your business. And when you're doing that, you're really putting yourself out there and say, hey, this is why I do what I do. This is, I'm the specialist at what I do. So actually, a couple of folks in the room are actually new sponsors of mine. Tanita just came on as an expert. She'll be starting her program here in Decatur the first of the year. And that's what's really cool about our platform. Those that are interested in really getting their name and their brand in the community, you can do that. You can take advantage and become that expert, but start your program when you're ready to start. There's no pressure on you to do that. But what I want to do is make sure that I'm vetting the people that I get to meet, and because I never want, it's like being in BNI. When we refer somebody to somebody, we want to make sure that those people show up. And not say show up and show out, because you never want to refer somebody that doesn't show up, because that's really a reflection, on us. It just feels like if you refer somebody and they don't come, then you end up meeting your neighbors and they're not about to say, hey, where did that person come from? Or why did that person didn't call me up? Well, this is one of the things that we do when it comes to making sure that we find folks that I vet the businesses that I get to talk with. And for me, it's just not another way to build those relationships and share interesting information about those businesses. That's what I was talking about, being the expert contributor. It's a powerful way to communicate your business. What I do is I give my experts 4 to 6 articles per year to talk about why they are the expert, what they do. That raises their business in the community at a much, much higher level. And when you're listed as the expert, it is a prominent area within the publication, and you have a much larger ad presence. These are just who will be great referrals for me. I tell you all the time, like home services are, of course, great referrals for me. But we have a list of 150 businesses that are top businesses that we go after. Folks in real estate and restaurants are like the top 2. You can see the list here. You can take a picture of that. I can share this with you. But like I said, it's all about educating you guys on like things that I'm looking for. And when we do those one-on-ones, it makes a whole lot more sense when you can actually see the types of businesses that I'm looking for. So when we work as a team in BNI, we're really trying to help each other build our businesses. So knowing more really about what we are looking for is always going to be a better way to make sure that we're putting our best foot forward for one another. Questions?
does the Decatur Neighbors go to? Or is it zip based or neighborhood based?
It is zip code based. Decatur goes to one primary zip code, 330. Logan goes to 2 zip codes. And when you're a pro, as far as a sponsor, you get 5 extra zip codes to put those wherever you reach the business or the homeowners or whoever you're trying to reach. You get 5 additional zip codes, or you can take the 5 additional mile radius to reach your business out.
Lilburn is 4-7 and what?
4-7 and
8-7.
4-4.
So I had a question. If you're, say, not in Decatur or Lilburn, but you're in a neighboring area, does that still qualify for, like, say, I'm in Tucker, but would that be okay for the Decatur publication?
Oh yeah, because one, our digital actually cross the digital part of what we do is it actually crosses over. We're actually trying to find somebody in the Decatur area. And I'm actually a market leader in the company. So if you guys know of anybody that's looking for opportunities, we've got 4,800 other communities that we're trying to find folks.
Excellent. All right. Thank you so much. Please be sure to set up a one-on-one with Michael.